Welcome back to the Boy Time channel. Today, we're doing the new Weyes Blood album, and in the darkness, hearts aglow. No wheel. You idiots. This is a new release. We're doing it right now. It just came out.
That's crazy.
This thing has been getting insane reviews and reception. It was hard to wait 2 days to do this. So, this is the second in a trilogy. Titanic Rising being the first one. We did a reaction to that. You can find it on the channel. It was pretty recent. It's right there. Mine's, you can't see it. It's dark in the background. It's there though. Yeah, but I don't know if I have much to say. I've heard it's not just me, it's everybody and Grapevine. I have not heard God Turn Me to a Flower. That's the third single. But they both have been absolutely fantastic. I'm guessing based off those two singles, they seem a lot more vocal forward instead of production forward like Titanic Rising. So
this might be more my thing.
maybe, possibly.
Okay. I have not sat down and listened to any of these singles.
Okay.
I think you put maybe one of them in the collaborative playlist that we do listen to sometimes off camera. But aside from that, I don't think I'm going to listen to the single. So I'm basically going in blind because I don't remember what they sound like. So
True. Yeah, I have not listened to them in a while. I've been trying to cleanse my mind of them so I can get a more first reaction-ish thing.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to get into this. We can just jump in. A reaction marathon will be back next week. So people who are waiting for that, it's still going on.
What is it? It's Slowdive
Souvlaki is next.
That's it. So there you go.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's just jump in then. Track 1. It's not just me, it's everybody.
Great. Yeah, I'm already in.
Yep.
Wondering if anyone knows me. Living in the way of overwhelming changes. We've all become strangers. But it's all a part of one big thing. Oh, it's not just me. It's not just me. It's not just me. It's It's not just me, it's It's not just me.
It's not just me, it's everybody.
What a nice song. I don't know if I like that as much as a lot's going to change if we're going off of openings to both of these. But a lot's going to change is like maybe one of it's up there in terms of songs from that record.
Yes.
This one, I mean, it is a little bit different. I agree that this one is a little more vocal heavy. Not so much in production. There wasn't like huge orchestrated segments like there was in A Lot's Gonna Change. And I thought that in A Lot's Gonna Change, she really like used her range well. Like she got low and high and did those really, really well. This song, she kind of stayed in the same level for most of it. And then when I forgot what the lyric is. It's in the chorus where it's like, oh, it's everybody, everybody. when she does pop that up, she's like, everybody, everybody. It's like she's doing something weird there. And I'm like, I don't totally know what that is, but I liked the song. It was very, very nice.
No, I think this is a good intro. Yeah, it's definitely showing the differences that I think is going to be across this record. I do appreciate like the small subtle things in production though. I feel like her vocals really did carry this track, but there was a lot of like production things that helped back it up. There was like these really cool vocal backing melodies that were kind of like ghostly as the verses like came to a close. So like a little crescendos constantly, and then the chorus with the harp was really nice. I love how the harp kind of became like a centerpiece by the end of the song. But yeah, I love how drug out and kind of like slow and a slow burner of an opener this is. There's nothing like, I don't feel like there's anything too crazy where it's like a wow moment, but I feel like the whole thing is still consistently great. I feel like it's a good like intro into what we're getting into.
I would agree. Yeah.
All right. Track 2, Children of the Empire.
My.
Looking like some clear skies have finally opened up my eyes. King and queen of being lonely.
You got bells?
Children of the empire.
Bells.
See,
Just hijacked a clock tower.
Oh,
comes cars walking in the labyrinth without love. How much can you take? Say we're alone.
Snaps.
Let eternal flame trying to break away from the mess we made. Oh, we don't have time anymore to be afraid. Children understand that they pay for their sins. Seize control of what they made before we all fade away. Children of the empire won't change. 'Cause we're long gone of the empire. Know that they're not free, but more they wanna be.
oh boy. All right. Children of the Empire.
Well, I don't know about you, but that kind of just blew the first track
It
out
kind
of the
of
water.
did, yeah.
'Cause that was fantastic. Like the first minute or so, I thought I was doing something completely else, and then that the drum, boom, and everything just changed. It was I don't even know how to describe it, but it really was fantastic.
Yes.
Great stuff. That kind of rivals the production of Titanic Rising. There was so much
I would
stuff
actually say
going on there.
it's more dimensional because like all the percussion in that song, you have bells, you have your shakers, you have those super splashy drums that like fill out that low end of the mix perfectly,
And the snaps.
and the snaps, of course. A lot of percussion going on. A violin at the end, dueling with the drums, fantastic. The pacing of it was perfect. Vocal runs on here are absolutely crazy.
Yes.
This is where the vocals are coming out for sure. Like I love the kind of takeaway in the chorus where it goes directly to just the hand snaps and then it builds up again. Goosebump counters at 1. The song definitely gave me goosebumps.
There we go.
Hit that one. The song's a masterpiece. Fantastic.
Great song. Yeah.
All right. Grapevine, track 3.
Is this a cover of a Marvin Gaye song?
It is not.
Oh, okay.
If a man can't see his shadow, oh, he can block his sun all day. 'Cause my baby thinks he always believes that he's always right. Go back to the camp with the kerosene lamps and the ones on the Don't know when I'm gonna see it, boy. Oh, I've been waiting for the time. Now we're just two cars passing by on the grave.
Grapevine.
Oh, it's so funny.
This is only the third song. Ooh,
Yeah, these have been long boys.
deserved though.
Yeah, I don't know if I. Well, I mean, it's hard to compare these songs, but I think that might be my least favorite one so far. But that's not really saying a whole lot because I still really liked it. But yeah, I don't know. After like how explosive the last song was, I felt like it was constantly changing styles and adding new stuff in. This one was a little more laid back, a little bit less full with the production. Like it was very synth heavy.
I was very
You got
full, but
those
it wasn't
drums.
like there wasn't,
It wasn't-
variation as much.
Yes, yes. There were parts where like the acoustic guitar came in, and then it kind of just went back into the synths. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought that one was all right, but I mean, I don't know how you follow up Children of the Empire, honestly.
The last song had pop and it had stuff that you knew what you would get a reaction out of out of people. This song is like a slow burn done extremely well. Vocals fantastic. Writing on this is great. If a man can't see his shadow, he can block your sun all day. As the opening lines is fantastic. Grips you right in right away. The crescendos on this song and the way the synth comes in the pre-chorus is just absolutely insane. The way it all builds at the end of that final chorus where they just layer all the production on each other, it sounds so incredibly full. Her vocal melodies sound like they're like literally soaring out of the song on this. There's fantastic backing vocals that like heighten her voice even farther. It sounds like the vocals is just like a shooting star just like flying out of this song's like entire mix. It's just soaring over everything. Absolutely fantastic. Again, writing has been fantastic across this thing. Last song kind of talking about like this generation's now inheriting like all of this it's all crumbling down on our generation basically. Like there's no more time to like not take climate action or anything else. Like you know, labor rates and everything just like at an all-time low. And then the song like kind of about like long distance-ish relationships or how relationships can feel long distance. So it's definitely a lot more of a broader range. Titanic Rising felt like a very like like peace of mind album for like one person, and I feel like she's broadening her horizons here to like a lot of different topics. So
Yeah.
past two songs have been insane. So track 4, God Turned Me Into a Flower.
Oh my. What kind of flower would you like to be?
Dandelion. That's a weed, I think.
I was gonna say, I'm like, there is not a lot of wrong answers there.
The crowd to know my name. Oh God, turn me into flower. Shatter easily and can't pick up all those shards. Cause the person on the other side has always just been you. Oh God, turn me into a
Alrighty. Well, that's my favorite song. I feel like it should be pretty obvious why. So
Yeah. That is a you song for sure. But I'm going to be surprising even myself. I actually did not really care for the first half.
Okay.
The vocals, I'm like, whatever. The production was so minimal that there was nothing really for me to like latch onto. And she wasn't doing anything too crazy with her voice, where I could really get onto that either.
She had that one really good run that sounded like it's like a blues kind of run.
Yeah, where she went and
that was interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know when this happened, but I've become such a fan of like 3 or 4 minute long intros of just vocalizing.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my new favorite thing, and I don't know why that is. And this has to be like one of the best ones.
Yes.
Yeah, that like the song like completely felt alive in the last half, where like nothing was going on vocally. I mean, she was just kind of like doing her own thing. But man, that production was insane.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. This is like a perfect song in my eyes. Fantastic storytelling. I feel like this is a 1-2 punch of like the lyrics going through this, giving it time, and then have the production tell the exact same story. Just like she has like a little annotation on Genius that says it's like the myth of Narcissus, where it's like staring at a pool and you're staring at your reflection in a pool, and then like not realizing that it's like just yourself you're looking at and desiring, and then just wanting to like, and it says like at the end, God turns him into a flower to just sway in the universe. So the entire song just went through that motion, and like you could hear the field recordings the way they even like mixed those in there with like a little bit of harshness felt super ethereal. Yeah, this is absolutely perfect. This is one of the best like picture painting songs I've heard through production. Definitely. Like there was a whole universe inside that second half of that song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew. That was 4 songs in. 4 songs in.
Do we need to take a break? Are you
No.
going to be okay?
No.
Okay.
We can keep going. All right. Hearts Aglow, track 5.
I was so bored. Take me to the water, babe. Show me what it's like to be yours. Oh, but baby, you're the only one who'll drive me down to the pier. Oh, hearts aglow, we don't know where we're going. We just keep getting higher. Hearts aglow, you can't control. Hearts aglow, 'cause it's been a death march. The whole world is crumbling. Oh baby, let's dance in the sand. Oh, hearts aglow, we don't know where we're going. We just keep getting higher. Hearts aglow. Rising over the tide, oh, hold me tight. I'm scared I might fall.
Is that the title track? We'll call it the title track. That was Hearts Aglow.
That was a good song.
I'm
I like
losing
that
my
one.
mind. That bridge was crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, this is like I really like that one. I think that one's probably sitting right under Children of the Empire for me.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what it is. I'm not usually like this, but I really like I don't think she needs the percussion, but I just seem to vibe with her a whole lot more when she has drums and a little bit of a backbone to her songs. So I was happy to hear the drums again. And I think the production on this one was fantastic also. So turn to form for me, but I know you've liked everything. So
Yeah, this is I can't tell which song's my favorite so far, which is kind of crazy. I have like a physical head high from that right now from that song. Just everything is so perfectly placed. Bringing in an electric guitar for a bridge out of nowhere when the whole song's been pretty light just hits different, switches everything. Vocal runs get even better as the bridge goes. I love the bass lines in the last 2 songs. I feel like the record started without a lot of that, but bringing those in, amazing. Songwriting is so fantastic on this song. The whole record's been like going through these societal or personal things where it like gets you into a slump or whatever. It could be COVID stuff too. And then the song's like finding someone, and then like you feel like you've gone from existing to like actually being a person again. Makes the song even more powerful. These choruses just soar. Like, my God. Yeah, absolutely insane. It's hard for me to formulate words for this stuff right now because this is just absolutely stunning. So
yeah, it's been really good.
All right, we'll do In the Darkness and then into Twin Flame.
I don't know. I might have a lot to say about In the Darkness.
I don't know. 14 seconds. Minecraft?
Hotline Bling.
It went two very different directions with that.
How I tried so hard to hide the pain. 'Cause we are more than our disguises. 'Cause you're my twin
Twin Flame. And In the Darkness was in there before that.
In the Darkness was really
It
good.
was so good.
I think that might be my favorite
Yeah.
song on the record. I love the strings on that one. The
Got straight to the
production was really
point.
great. Yes, I thought it was fantastic. Twin Flame, I hated. It was probably the worst
Probably
song.
the worst song ever made.
The worst song ever. No, I really like Twin Flame. That one was great. I love how wacky the percussion was on that one.
It's very different.
There was something that reminded me of, but I can't think of it. It's some 80s song.
Oh,
But
okay. It reminded me a lot of Sufjan at the beginning when he would do like electronic albums.
I haven't listened to those. So
True.
But yes, very, very big fan of Twin Flame. I really love all of the, I guess like double tracking she was doing. I couldn't tell if she was like harmonizing or if she was just singing the same thing twice. I feel like sometimes it was one thing and sometimes it was another. Which makes sense. If they were doing double tracking, then Twin Flame. You see what I'm saying?
Goes with the
this
concept.
is Gemini mindset.
True, exactly.
But yeah, big fan of that one.
Yeah, I initially didn't know how to feel for like the first minute or so. Then it started growing on me. This is kind of a Cocktail Twins song when you think about it. The
Yeah.
percussion towards the end and just the reverb that they put on some of the production felt super like Heaven or Las Vegas type. Except I can understand what she's saying, and the vocal melodies are fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
I ended up being a big fan of that by the end. Yeah, definitely. I'm probably gonna like it more on a second listen because that is like a big like change, like a drum machine. Like we've had
Yeah.
synths, but like everything else has been very organic. So that was a little bit of a like whoa. But I really enjoyed that. So this is insane. All right,
Yes.
we'll do Unholy Flux, and then we'll decide if we want to go to track 9 or not.
A.
It's an instrumental, so.
There was one on Titanic Rising. It's like in the deep or something.
Yeah, whatever it
It's
is.
just gonna be that again.
Titanic Rising, the title track.
Oh, right.
Hello.
All right.
It's been a long, strange year.
In Holy Flux and The Worst Is Done. I wonder what that song was about.
That's like the happiest COVID song I've ever heard.
That depressed me. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I mean, like, it just sounded so fun, you know? No, it was like soul-crushingly sad lyrics, of course. Reminded me of the worst period of my life.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
they did go ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
Just like a fun little theme park ride at a Disney World attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I love that song. I think that might be my favorite. I loved it.
Yeah.
Just had a great sound. Great writing too. Just phenomenal all the way around. I don't even remember what In Holy Flux sounded like, if I'm being honest. Sorry.
It sounded really good, but
Okay.
I mean, next to this thing, it's like, we're obviously going to talk about this more. And Holy Flux was really great, though. She's hit the point for me where, like, she can just do that for a track, and that's all I need, because it's just godly production and ethereal, and that's all I want. The song's fantastic. The Worst Is Done. Obviously a COVID song. I love the way that she flipped it, because it does sound so happy with the first chorus, and then like she flips it on the second chorus where it's like it just kind of started, we're not really done at all. I loved how the production felt very sunny, but there were like certain subtle things that would like would let you know, like, hey, this is like a parody, like just overly happy like hand claps or like backing vocals or whatever. There's just this tinge of like deep darkness like sprayed into this track slightly. Loved it. But yeah, fantastic again. I mean, songwriting wise, like she's hit that point again where it's like I am just hanging on every word. She kind of has a way of just drawing the viewer in every time. She creates such a good soundscape, and then her vocals are so pleasant to listen to, and it's just kind of like you can still understand what she's saying, though. It's not all just like, let me just flex my vocal range. It's like there's a lot of substance within it as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like that fits this record perfectly as well. Like there's been highs and lows on the record, and then something like this where it's like, hey, COVID was really bad, but like we're not done with that, and now a lot more people are kind of aware of how terrible things are currently. Whether it's like privatized healthcare or like wage increases not happening, or all this stuff just compiling into this one. So I feel like she's very timely with this album, because like I think most of these songs are like punching me in the face, and like they're too relatable songwriting wise. So I'm like getting the emotional connection as well as just the fantastic sound of it so far. This is insanely good.
Yeah.
Last track, unfortunately.
Oh no.
A Given Thing.
Running from the turning, I swore I could be good enough, and I want you more, my love. It could be good enough. It's a given thing. So to love everlasting. It's not something you gotta earn from each other. It just comes naturally. It's there for the taking. It's a given thing. Love everlasting.
Yeah, that was a good song.
Yes. Great outro. Fantastic. This whole album feels like she's like thinking, and then an intrusive thought enters, and then there's just like the most heart crushing song you've ever heard in your entire life. Like after one song that sounds kind of happy. which is really fantastic. I mean, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of Titanic Rising isms on this record, but I feel like they're used in a different context in a different way that it still feels as strong as that record. The song in particular, the outro is just being a little bit more acoustic, a little bit more intimate. This one still got pretty cinematic with it, but it wasn't too like, there wasn't like a whole world building like universe inside this production. It was more intimate and focused on her vocals specifically, which I really liked. Yeah, this is absolutely incredible. One of the best this year, obviously. I feel like it's very, very high first listen for me. I need more listens with this just because there was so many moments that were like incredibly, incredibly good. That I need to like really revisit this and just do it in order because every single song here, she knew exactly what she wanted to convey and she gave like literally everything into that idea. These all feel extremely well fleshed out, and there's a lot of like more out there, like especially like Twin Flame, like that's very different with the drum machine and everything. And like The Worst Is Done had almost like this like, or I think it was Hearts Aglow that had like almost like a 50s kind of doo-wop-ish kind of feel to the chorus slightly. There's just like little hidden things in here that are just like they hit you like incredibly hard. Yeah, I absolutely love this thing. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know if this one isn't grabbing me as much as Titanic Rising was on first listen, but I've only listened to Titanic Rising for like a month. I have not had as long to really get accustomed to it.
Yeah, I feel like Titanic Rising kind of hits you in the face more. There's a lot of more like sparkly, pretty things that like stand out initially.
Yeah, which is what I like. I like the dumb, not artsy shit. Just sounds nice.
Well, this will be a grower. I feel like you gotta like wait for these to really grab onto you.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
There are some like songs that immediately were like, ooh, like Children of the Empire, The Worst Is Done, Twin Flame. I think those are probably my favorites on first listen. But some of these either weren't grabbing me right now, they might later. I don't know. That's why we have a retrospective series.
True.
Gotta plug the sub series here. So yeah, I don't know. Right now it's sitting under Titanic Rising, but that may change.
Yeah, I feel like I have it even with it right now, just because like Titanic Rising has such a chokehold on like my introduction into art pop and everything, where it's like this thing's really got to like really hit me to like kind of go over that album. But I feel like the quality is the same throughout both. I think for me, God Turned Me Into a Flower and Hearts Aglow as a package is one of the most strong, emotionally potent like 1-2 combo right in the middle of a record too. I mean, honestly, track 2 through 5 makes this album better than most albums this year, without even talking about anything else from this record. So yeah, I mean, if this is a trilogy, I don't know what's going to be coming after this, because I feel like she's mastered the sound to the point where the next record is going to be like literally just glowing constantly. Yeah.
So it's going to be like a Dark Knight situation where the second one is like super good, and then the third one's like, oh, I don't know, maybe some of it I liked.
I don't know. I think she'll stick the landing. I feel like there's
I'm sure.
Yeah. But I love how she has like such an organic, like do more than you need to attitude. Because this album cover too, like the last one, is all practical. She's been posting like the prosthetic piece on Instagram and stuff for that. So it's like just even like the tiny details of her music makes her like stand out. It's the little things that count. And it's the little things that show through and stuff like this. Yeah. Incredible record. Fantastic. I'm so glad we did a reaction to this on the channel. So there you go. Reaction series is back next week. We're getting into shoegaze dream pop again. So if you like me in this like somewhat high, like really low state, you're gonna get more of that next week. So
if you want to see me be very sad, then watch the video. But I might like it.
I think you'll like it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. So If you have any suggestions, you can put them in the comments for albums. We have a gigantic wheel. I'm sure you've all seen. So just know that it's kind of desperate to get your stuff on there right now. We have like 100 things on there. So
Yes,
you have
it
very
is
slim
literally a
margin.
1 in 100 chance.
It is, yes, but you can still do it. We'll put them on there. So that's all I got.
Me too.
Happy early Hanukkah.
We're getting close.
We're getting close. Shalom.